So also on the show today, we have Wellness for Life. Dr. Doug is also working out. He's at Gold's Gym with our friend Glenn Miller, and he's going to talk about same kind of concept, whole body exercise, as opposed to focusing on just one muscle group and why it's so important to give your whole body an experience in the gym. And then we have our
maximize your workouts,
minimize your time,
maximize your results.
Coming up next on Wellness for Life.
Take a little bit further range, keep our shoulders pulled down, and a little bit faster now.
All right.
You're watching Newswatch, the 5 o'clock show.
Hi, I'm Dr. Doug Luckenuk, and welcome to Wellness for Life. We're here today with Glenn Miller, the head fitness and personal training department at Gold's Gym. And we're going to go through now some rows, which are actually working some back muscles in our lats. And just talk about this, Glenn, how this area is missed in a lot of people and about that.
Well, a lot of people have specific areas that they want to focus on, and they very often forget about the things that are behind them. So they forget about hamstrings, forget about lower back, forget about upper back. So this exercise is so important to function in our day. Even if you're at a desk and you're not actually physically working, those muscles are actually working all day long to hold you there. So having these muscles strong and supportive for your entire spine is so important.
Yeah, and everything we do, or almost everything we do in front of us.
Exactly.
We reach for things, we walk forward, we bend our legs up, we do all of these things, but we rarely do anything behind us. And so we can get a big imbalance happening here. So one of the things I don't like to see are the big, and Glenn I'm sure doesn't, the big muscles in the front, the biceps, all the power here, and we get these hump forward shoulders that cause a lot of problems, shoulder impingement, different things. One of the exercises Glenn and I both recommend is where we set our shoulder blades back and then we do some of these rows. And you see what it does is set my shoulders from a rounded position back into a strong position and hold some here. We can do full range of motion, but also set those shoulders so we set our posture healthy. And so there's so many different exercises we can do on equipment like this, the free motion equipment. And can you just run through a bunch of them quickly?
Well, that's one of the advantages of free motion and any machine like this, that there's not a lot of movement to it, but you can change the activity without dropping the machine on yourself.
Right.
So this one you can go to double arm.
We just double.
You can go to a single arm. And very slow and controlled.
Yeah, or
you can actually do one arm at a time. You can do a cross grip as well. You could actually rotate it as you rotate with your hands as well. So you're getting more of the smaller muscle groups involved that might be bypassed on a very linear type exercise. This allows us to do a lot of rotational exercises as you're doing a linear exercise.
And of course, Glenn, both of you and I are advocates of getting the best professional advice possible, especially when it comes to healthcare. So obviously, we save a lot of time. We save money, in my opinion, by getting a personal trainer. Can you explain really how that works?
Well, the biggest part of it is that we're doing the exercise safely and effectively. And there's so many fads and fallacies about what's going to be the best way to exercise. So if you go on the internet, there might be 15 different versions of this exercise. So what we're going to try to do is with every single client is show them how they're going to maximize their time, how they're going to make this exercise effective for them.
Yeah.
So it's taking a lot of the guesswork out of it and compressing the workout to the amount of time that they have.
Yeah, and to me that takes the fear away too.
Absolutely.
I think that's the biggest thing. Whether people are first seeking chiropractic care, there's a fear. Whether you're coming into an office here or into a gym where there's something new, there's a fear. People think this is all full of big muscle head people, and no, there are some strong people that come to gyms, but there's people, we were just discussing, you have a 93-year-old client who was just in here working on this very machine.
Exactly, and she just left, and her reasons are to improve her balance, to improve her overall strength, just for day-to-day activities. So she's been at it her whole life, and yeah, she's here 2 or 3 times a week.
Yeah, and so if you haven't been to a gym before, I don't recommend to just come in and try all these things. Do talk to somebody. Maybe it's just a small introduction course, or get yourself set up properly so you maximize your results, because that's what we're after, maximum results in the minimum time possible.
Absolutely.
So I want to thank Glenn for being with us again. I better get back at my rows here, make sure my back stays nice and strong. Take care. We'll look forward to seeing you at the gym.
Wellness for Life is brought to you by Dr. Doug's Chiropractic Center, exceeding above and beyond your health expectations.